Hi everybody, I'm Megan Strant and today I'm with
Rebecca Jackson.
So today is Harmony Day. It's also Harmony Week, and Beck, it is also
the International Day for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination.
So as much as this isn't a tech-led discussion, we actually really wanted to have a quick conversation today about Harmony Day. I've got orange on. It's almost orange, that lightsaber. Your hair's almost orange. We're heavily supporting this. So the key values are inclusion, belonging, respect, diversity. Beck, with your role heavily in the digital workspace, how do you think the technology enables those values?
I'm going to set the timer first to make sure we don't go over time.
Sure.
3 minutes. It is done. So in the digital workplace, I feel like technology is just an amazing platform for inclusiveness. So irrespective of your geographical location, your language, your choice of how you work and where you work, the time you work, technology can bring you together. So we, at our organisation, we use Yammer, we have SharePoint for our intranet, we use Teams a little bit, we're still a lot on Skype for business, but all of those things mean that it doesn't matter where you are, you can meet whoever you need to meet. So like our Yammer groups, we've got a diversity and inclusion, we've got a Japanese language group, a cultural exchange, lots of different places where people can come and share ideas no matter when and where they're working. So for us as an organisation, we've already got those things in place, but really interested to know, Megan, from a change perspective and being a change manager, how can people who don't have those things in place get there?
Turn them on.
Turn them on. Just turn it on.
Turn them on, and they will.
Just let it go. I love that. It'll take care of itself. How
technology. Technology. I love that it brings people together. I love that technology creates a safe space and a place for people to come together to belong and be included. From a change perspective, it is so important in industries because it allows people to have that connection, to be able to dial into a call, to be part of it. Where a lot of things come into play in my role is I try to ensure diversity is part of my communication. I try to ensure that every visual I have has, different races and different types of people represented in the visuals. If it's a day in the life, if it's a video, if it's a poster. 10 years ago, I don't think we were. It was always John Smith, who was a white male. So things have changed a lot there, and I think it's wonderful that we're representing people. I do want to touch on as well, given that there's such a desperate need for kindness and love in the world right now. How do you feel that the current situation has impacted our ability to drive inclusion in the workforce with tech?
I think that it's amazing that we have technology to be able to enable it, and the organisations that are already using it are in a great position and making big steps forward. I think, however, there are a lot of organisations who are having to play catch up now, and I'm definitely concerned for companies who aren't considering the change management aspects, which is what you do. We did a hackathon with some of the RE365 guys last week and looked at a number of the tools that are available. So we know from that hackathon that you can get up and started really quickly with all of the Microsoft tool set to enable yourself for crisis communications and work from home communications and that sort of thing. But there are definitely some people who are not going to be in the best position and need to scramble to get sorted.
I think definitely I've seen the term online this week. I think it was viral adoption or adoption by crisis. Yes. One great thing at the moment is the ramping up of switching it on. So many companies, I've had an intense week of massive go live, big bang to enable remote working. There will be cleanup because I think it's going to be the urgent aspects and features will be adopted, and then later on people will need to mature in that. But it has been amazing that that a workforce can disperse, and the tech has allowed them to still connect in, to still have that inclusion, and to still try and connect and be part of that workplace.
Yeah, we just hit the 3-minute mark. Do you have final thoughts?
My final thoughts, I think we've had these before, tech for good rather than evil. I think everyone's, there are a lot of people at home right now. Reach out to people, use the technology, have the calls to replace those water cooler conversations and try to make sure everyone's okay, and the tech can really facilitate that.
Yeah, absolutely. For me, the big keyword in my brain at the moment is just judgment. Judgment in general is what I'm seeing out there and I'm noticing in myself. And I think if everyone takes a step back and considers another person's situation, we're all in the same situation now, but people's home lives are different, people's financial situations are different, their work situations, their emotional situations, introverts versus extroverts. So, you know, I think we could all be happier and kinder to each other if we just take a step back and think not everyone deals with things in the same way or has the same capability. And if you can, reach out and help someone.
I think definitely, and yes, I'm going to give you another final thought as well with that, is an organization may have 100 or 500 or 1,000 people that are suddenly working from home or their job is shifting. There will be cultural differences, generational differences, tech skills that are varying. So again, we have to really rapidly work out how to support all those variations and how to do that with creating the digital workspace to come together, or creating increasing confidence so they know what they're doing working from home. All right, so those are our thoughts for Harmony Day. Office 365 is critical right now in enabling people and dealing with a crisis situation, and we really feel that's connected in with Harmony Day. Be good to everyone, lead with kindness, and connect even with us if you want to ever chat.
Yes, we
love
can
always
help.
first. Thanks, Bex.
See ya. Thanks,
Bye.
Meg.